Oh, what a beautiful morning. Good morning, everybody. It is certainly a beautiful morning. Heading out of Cheshire, Massachusetts, towards the base of Mount Greylock. I am certainly looking forward to reaching the summit today and checking out the view. First thing here this morning, strolling out of town, I had the distinct pleasure of meeting Cosmo. He is a member, and I'm going to try to get this right, of the AT committee of the Berkshire chapter of the Appalachian Mountain Club. And coincidentally this morning, he is on the way to meet a trail crew and head out and take care of some water bars and some other trail maintenance here. Cosmo and crew, thank you so very much for your hard work. It was absolutely great meeting you and talking some trail talk here this morning. It was great to hear the official word that the ATC has been moving forward with getting our trail crews back out on trail to do some very, very much needed trail maintenance to get our trail up and going again. Experienced a lot of blowdowns through the various states coming up through. Some of those trail crews, some of those great volunteers, many of them quietly went back out and took care of their sections, and thank you so much for doing that. But it's just great to hear that officially things are turning around for the trail. And again, you know how I'm always so very, very grateful to all of the trail volunteers, regardless of what you do, no matter how small the effort it is that you put in, some hours and hours and hours a year, and some coming out helping simply, for a morning or an afternoon. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna pause right here for just a moment. I don't want the sun beaming over my shoulder, blinding you guys. And Cosmo and I were speaking about this here this morning. Couldn't help but notice that like the past 2 days I've heard Canadian geese beginning to head south, which is really odd for me being from Pennsylvania, because that wouldn't happen for several weeks yet. And so the temps I've noticed, and I hope this isn't a fluke, are getting a little bit better. I found myself slipping into my lighter goose down bag in the evening, so that's better sleeping weather for me. And how that goes, I'm definitely a colder weather camper and hiker. And also he explained, and I thought it may have had something to do with a tropical storm, I couldn't help but notice that the forest has fallen unusually silent as far as songbirds and everything. And he said a lot of those birds have already made their way south. That's why the forest is starting to quiet down a little bit. So it was good hearing an explanation for that. So Mount Greylock is on my plate for today. I can't wait to get to the top, and I'm planning on meeting some subscribers up top. I'll share more here in a little bit. Let's get to it, everybody. An amazing day on tap. Feeling great, everybody. Things are still going great with my shin splint. So very, very grateful. I was reading some more comments and messages last evening, and I just can't thank all of you enough for your concern, for your prayers, reaching out to me, offering to to pick me up, take me anywhere I need to go. If I need to come off trail, resupply, regardless. So many people reaching out to me, and I just can't tell you how much I genuinely appreciate your prayers, your well wishes, and your offers for assistance. Pushing north, let's shift gears. Let's get to it. Big climb coming out of town with a full resupply. I might as well have a boat anchor strapped to my back. Pushing north, everyone. Gotta be honest, everybody. Now that I'm getting up to elevation here on Mount Greylock, this is very reminiscent of the Smoky Mountains. Amazingly beautiful up here. Stumbled upon some trail magic, everybody. The only way to define your limits is by going beyond them. Go, go, go. And I am. And I absolutely do not mind if I grab one of them Coca-Colas right there. Thank you so much. Summit of Mount Greylock, everybody, mile 1589.1. The highest point of elevation in the state of Massachusetts. Making my descent down off of Mount Greylock. What an absolutely spectacular day so far. Perfect weather today. Lots of people. Lots of day hikers, section hikers out on the AT, having a great time, enjoying the great outdoors. I do want to send a shout out to AT Biker, who I met along the trail here on my way down off the mountain. And I also want to say a very special thank you to Tori, Doug, Elise, and their fur baby, Sadie, for coming out and meeting me at the summit of Mount Greylock here today. They were so kind in bringing out some trail magic for myself and some of the other hikers who were hiking around me. 5-0, Boomerang, and Hippie were able to enjoy some of the trail magic that Tori and her family had brought out. I thoroughly enjoyed time spent together around the picnic table and answering all your questions. And I'm going to be honest, everybody, I think we may have a future thru hiker on our hands, that being Tori, and maybe even young Elise as well. Elise apparently has been out slaying some big mountains herself with the greatest of ease, and I have a feeling I'd probably have trouble keeping up with young Elise myself heading up there. Thank you all so very much for coming out and taking time out of your day to meet me. I say it all the time. I'm just an ordinary guy trying to live an extraordinary dream. That's all I'm trying to do out here. And everyone's words of encouragement, offers for support along the way. Tori and Doug, they've told me that if I need anything up through this corridor, just to reach out to them, and they'd be happy to either come pick me up, take me where I need to go, or they could bring out anything that I would need along the way. Thank you all so very much. And I want to send a shout out to her family at home who did not make the trip today. I know they had other things to do, and send a shout out to you guys as well. Thank you for walking with me to Katahdin, everybody. They also left me with one final thing that I'm absolutely looking forward to enjoying. They brought me a fine cigar. So I'm going to be looking for a spectacular overlook or view or milestone to enjoy that cigar. Thank you so much again, you guys. I wish you the very best. Also took a little time up there to take in the view of the valley below, and there were some paragliders launching off the top of the mountain. And unfortunately, I caught some footage of, I'll simply call it a failure to launch, not to be critical of anybody. It actually could have been a bad situation, and luckily no one was hurt. The wind was blowing way too much with the one gentleman who was trying to launch his paraglider, and he was mentioning just before he had launched that he was concerned with the wind gusts that were coming up across the mountain. Also grabbed some great footage of someone's successful launch. And a little bit later, I did not catch this footage because I kind of caught it in passing when I was stepping off the mountain. He was actually doing barrel rolls up in the sky. It was pretty crazy. So some hang gliders, some paragliders, and it was really super awesome. A view from Mount Prospect Ledge, mile 1592.7. And right off in the distance there is Williamstown, Massachusetts. And I visited there last October during the ALDA gathering, the Appalachian Long Distance Hikers Association gathering. And if I am not mistaken, right over in that area right there in that field is where I actually camped at one of the members' properties overlooking Mount Greylock, which is just south of me right now, and that is where I shot the time-lapse footage of my opening scene for my channel. Last October when I attended the ALDA Fall Gathering, I attended as what they refer to as an AT dreamer. I thought coming into it that the Appalachian Long Distance Hikers Association was strictly for seasoned long distance hikers. I could not have been more wrong. My good buddy Soggy from back home, he really talked me into coming out and checking out the gathering, and to my surprise they welcomed me with open arms. Had plenty of workshops and classes to attend, a weekend long festivities there at the Williamstown College, and they pulled us all aside and they said, hey, you know, this event is for you. We want you to be successful in your plans for hiking the AT. And I just couldn't get over the warm welcome. And it was like one big happy family reunion. And surprisingly, again, me thinking it was strictly related to the Appalachian Trail, they had workshops where members hike trails from all over the world. And they even had some famous authors and attendants giving presentations. So the scope was actually worldwide for the event. It's only $10 to join, and I highly encourage you to join, especially if you're thinking about hiking the AT, because once you sign up and pay your $10, you can actually download a PDF file of the Through Hiker Companion, which is a guide that gives all the details of the AT, and that could definitely get you started and help you with your planning stages if you're an AT dreamer thinking about coming out and doing this. And I got to tell you, it feels great being out here trying to make this dream come true. Out here on trail, we're referred to as through hikers. However, we have yet to officially earn that title until we complete the journey. And trust me when I say I look forward to making that happen. I'm getting closer, everybody. Vermont state line, 4.1 miles. Okay, everybody, I've made it to the Sherman Brook Campsite, mile 1597.1. That's going to give me 16.3 miles for the day, and I'm sitting just 2.4 miles south of the Vermont border. I just can't wait to be one more state down. It was absolutely fantastic meeting everybody today. Cosmo, AT Biker, Tori, Doug, Elise, Sadie, the little furry baby. It was just fantastic meeting everybody today. Thank you so much, everybody, for saying hello. Mount Greylock did not disappoint. I was able to get some decent miles done today, all things considered, with you know, visiting with everybody. So pretty happy with the mileage today. I'm already beat and I'm ready for bed. I've been working on some editing here for a little while, but I'm just going to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and continue on with that and try to get some things done. Thank you so much, everybody, for walking with me. Thank you so much for watching Wild on a Trail. Welcome new subscribers. Take care, everybody. Good night.